So how's your week been?
Pretty good. So I have a weird animation issue. Maybe you can help me with. Should I wait for Jayton, or do you want to take a
Yeah,
look?
yeah, yeah. That sounds good. So how's your project going?
Uh, Pretty good.
Yeah, did you use Oh, great. That looks good.
Yeah, but notice how when my little thing rotates here at the end, how it moves around on the screen. So how do I get it to fix, like to stay in the same position as it rotates?
Oh, I see what you mean.
See that? How it
Um,
goes from side to side?
yeah, dimensionally, is it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool, and that's
So
cool animation.
thanks. So I don't know if it's like in the margins of my container or if it's in like maybe my the ratio of like my container size and each panel size is off. I don't even know. Any ideas?
That,
Hello.
Hey Jayton, how are you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool.
Are you on your phone or are you watching?
I'm on my laptop. My computer is kind of on the fritz right now.
Oh.
Yeah, something happened with my motherboard.
oh, what a nuisance.
Yeah, but this works.
Great. Um,
Oh, that
Ali's,
looks cool. Is that Allie's?
yeah, that is cool,
Very
isn't it?
cool.
But see how weird, like, okay, so when my 5-day forecast, when it rotates, it moves around. It moves from side to side.
That's so cool.
That
I
is
don't
cool.
want it. I
Oh,
like that it's rotating, but I don't
oh,
want
it goes left to right too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Huh.
Okay, I'll play around with it. I shouldn't know if either of you guys had run into anything like that before.
Let's have a look at your code. Um, you're not changing the size of your box, are you? So,
No. So I have my container perspective, the width and height of my container set here, and then the width and height of my div that's holding all my information is here.
yeah, yeah. So that's actually the panel. Is this the carousel div?
Yeah, so the carousel div is the individual panel. So I had to do it in a div so that I could have both an image and the text. Instead of an
Yes,
image, which
sure.
a lot of the examples online have.
Sure.
Then
That is so cool.
so I don't know.
I think that's really smart.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Also, I finally figured out how to deal with the GitHub HTTP versus HTTPS issue. Remember how I was having that
How
issue
did
in
you
the
do that?
Yeah.
So it's in my JavaScript. So when I go to get my image source, it comes out as a HTTP. But if I do use this little dot replace, then it searches for the HTTP and replaces it with HTTPS, and then GitHub will accept it.
Oh, you trick it.
No, isn't that so simple? I just learned that in one of my other classes, and I was like, oh man, I talked about that forever trying to figure that out. And it was just like, oh
Wow.
yeah, you just do one little thing.
Wow, that's
That's
cool.
smart.
So
Because I've got a similar type problem with my geolocation, where it doesn't work in Google Chrome or in Firefox because they've actually said no, we're not going to do that. If it gets with geolocation, it has to be called from a HTTPS site for security reasons.
well, maybe that little dot replace will work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'll work inside Edge, but not inside either Chrome or Firefox. So works locally okay, but when you load it up on the web, it doesn't load. It gives you an error.
Hmm.
So that might work. I'm keen to have a go at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But let's have a look at what you're trying to achieve here. Okay. So how are you getting your conditions? Do you type that in?
Right now, everything's just pulling from my current city. So eventually, there'll be a search bar here where it'll
Okay.
accept a zip code. And so I got to kind of work through that. But I was stressed about not being able to get this animation to work, so I kind of conquered that first.
Oh, okay then.
Then, so I found on the Weather Underground API where it showed like you could enter a zip code and then it would provide like this last here, like where it says the hue and then the city state. So I got to figure out how to do that. I'm not sure how to do that with a variable in the middle of the web address. So do I just truncate like the web address and then add the variable at the end?
That's exactly what you do.
Yes, I was hoping it would work like that. So
Yeah,
that's how I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to try to have it set to local storage, whatever the last zip code that was searched was, so that if you pull it up again, it'll automatically pull up that zip code. Or I might have the local storage create like that like suggested list. So it'll suggest any zip codes you've already typed in based off of that. So those are the things I'm thinking about to try to incorporate local storage. But I'm going to try to format the conditions right now and the conditions today to be side by side so that my app will fit in one page without having to scroll. So I just haven't, I mean, that's just CSS stuff. I haven't gotten to that yet. So I just pulled this together today.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's a little rough still, but I did get all of the 5-day forecast and everything else is pulling all from like JSON and stuff like that. So it'll automatically update the images and all that jazz. So
that is so cool. I like that. I like this rotating Fandango. I think that's
cool.
Great.
Thanks.
That's smart. That's smart thinking.
I came across it when I was working on our other stuff, and I was like, I'm going to file that away in my brain and try that time. So
yeah.
So now we don't know why it looks as if it's actually translating. So have you got a translate line somewhere? Your transform.
Here's my, okay, so, and when I hover, it's supposed to stop moving, but, okay, so here's my keyframe rotate. And I just barely found this right before we started. I've been kind of stuck trying to get it to move at all. So it's rotating and the degrees are right. So I'm not sure.
So you divide the 360.
If I need to include the my translate Z to make sure that it's being pushed out from the center of the same place. So like the first example that I found on one of the websites I was the reference included this translate Z provide the shape. So I have it down here where I set up my original shape. And so I wonder if that's why it's moving around, because I couldn't get this one to work. But once I did this, like this, I took that out, and it did work. So maybe I need to add that back in. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it just slightly translate. I think it's translating slightly. It just appears to me that it's moving, translating either on the x-axis somehow. Now, what's the translate Z do?
It pushes it out from the center of the object. So you know how like when you create an object, it bases everything off the center unless you specify something else. So the translate Z is what gives it that shape so that it's pushed out as a 3D object away from the center.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know. Let's see if that makes a difference. See, now I'm not moving at all though.
Hmm.
It killed my
Yeah, that's weird. I have no idea why that would do that.
Haha, it's because I just changed it in this and not in my CSS. Let me just switch it really quick in brackets.
So man, that's Flash. I like that. But that's what happens here, eh? Which position do you think that is in the? Is it in the 80%, 95%, or something like that?
When it's moving,
Yeah. How do we know which one of these is the original 15 from 15%, and then we'll know which one of them is doing it. The 5-day forecast starts on Wednesday, March the 21st, eh?
yeah. So
So
that's
the next
starting
one,
tomorrow. So that's my first one. Let's see.
Yep.
So I put that translate Z back in, and it stopped the movement altogether.
yeah, okay.
So I'm not sure what it is. I might email.
But let's see which one of them. See this, they all start moving to the side a wee bit, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Get rid of your translate season. Let's see which one is the one that's worse.
Okay. Let's try it again. Let's see. So it's not moving at all. Maybe I
Okay.
should take off this one though. No. Interesting.
Take the next one off. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like it won't rotate
From the day.
as soon as it won't rotate to
Yeah.
the any of the ones that have translate Z. So I'm not sure why it's not being fixed. I'm gonna have to go do some more research on that.
Just get rid of that. Now let's see. Okay, that one there. It just soon as it starts moving to the right, eh?
Shifting just a little. Oliver, I'm on a phone call, honey. You're supposed to be in bed. I can't help you right now.
So that one there, that's okay. That one there slightly to the translates X. Okay. 24th. The 5th comes back almost on par. And then the start is okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't know if I set fixed margins. That's just my container. So I don't know.
And that's auto is that's top and bottom.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem to make much of a difference.
No, you're right. I think that is the coolest thing though.
Yeah.
Wow. It is smart. So is that your carousel? Is that what they call that?
Yeah.
No. Wow.
Yeah. So I found a couple of like cool examples that I've been trying to use as a reference. Some of them though use like PHP and.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you mean.
I'm like, I don't think we're allowed to do that, but yeah. So then here's one that does them flat. So anyway.
Cool.
I like this.
Cool.
That is awesome. That's a carousel, a rotating carousel. And is this the code for it?
Yeah.
Can you drop the link in for us, and we'll have a.
Sure.
I'll have a look at that. We might have some time to have a look at that.
Yeah, that's cool because we're not allowed to use libraries. So I'm like, what can you do that's cool with just vanilla CSS? But this is
yeah.
That is
Down
smart.
here it has it just with the CSS.
That's so cool.
But I don't know. I can't figure out why mine's moving around. so much because it just gives you the snippets, you know. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I must do something else in my code in the way that like my framework is set up. But
Oh, they call them. This guy's called it a spinner. But these are in. Is that pure CCS? That one there?
yeah, this one is. So this is the one that I've been kind of trying to base it off of.
Oh,
So I found another one here
cool.
that I was using, and this one he has a JavaScript formula that you can use so that you can do it for any panel size, and it'll automatically calculate the trigonometry. See this?
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is
I might
so
have to use
cool.
that.
To do all of this stuff. So he has the rotating faces here, but then he was like, but then he had the translate Z. So I was like, do I need that? Do I not need that? So that's what I was trying to figure that out.
Wow, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Drop that link for us, will you?
You bet.
Oh, that's cool. I was thinking a little bit on 2D as opposed to 3D, I'm afraid. That is really cool stuff.
So anyway, that's my start of my little app thing.
That's really cool.
Anybody else want to share?
How are you going, Jaden? You wanna?
I'm going good. I was working on it today. It took me a long time to just figure out what to do. Let me find where I've just started a couple hours ago. Let me pull up my. But yeah, I still have that free trial for the API, but I do have a question that I don't know what to do about. Let me just hold on. Let me bring this up. Let me share this. Here. Wait. There we go. Can you see?
Yeah.
So my question is, it doesn't have the functionality I want. I think I'm going to do it just pulls up ratings of movies, like, because this API has IMDb rating and like Rotten Tomatoes. So I think I'll just have an app that brings that up. But my question is how, because I don't work with web a lot, but how do we hide our API key? It's not that I care if anybody gets it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I've never sort of.
It's not that I care if anybody gets it, but in my other classes they say it's good practice to hide it because you pay for it and sometimes and that kind of stuff. But I was just doing some reading and it said to save it as like a system variable, and I'm not quite sure what that means. So like my API key is right here in the code on the local JavaScript file, so anybody can see it and steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Does that mean? I'm trying to figure it out. I was thinking maybe you push it to another Git, like a file that's on your server that's separate, and then you just fetch it. But it's not really important right now. But I just need to figure out how to do it because it's one of those things that I was pushing off, like learning about, and I know it's going to come bite me in the butt.
Yeah.
Because if you work professionally, obviously with like another company's API key, they probably want you to hide it.
Exactly. Yeah, I honestly don't have an answer to that. Yeah. Apparently, there's a JavaScript one to hide the API, securing APIs in the client side. There's some stuff here online to secure your API. There's quite a few of them out there. Solutions to hide them.
Hide API keys.
Yeah. There's quite a few out there.
Yeah, it looks like there's a few options, but it looks like you just save them. Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh, here you go.
Did you find something good?
You did, eh? Oh no, that's no securing API keys.
Yeah.
There's some JavaScript ones. Hide an API key from the client side. Hiding API access credentials. There's one on Reddit. Or you can chuck it somewhere else, can't you? And pull it from and fetch it from somewhere else. You can I'll put that key in a separate file, which I haven't pushed to GitHub, and I'm using.
Yeah, it looks like you keep it on a different file, and then if you push them to a Git repository, you use git ignore so that it doesn't get pushed to somewhere public.
Yeah, true.
But anyways,
it's clever. It's clever.
Yeah,
there is a point.
Yeah, because I didn't do it with my last. I did a project in, can't remember where, but I didn't hide it in my last project, so I want to do it in this one. But anyways, nothing's pretty. I've done no CSS or anything. I'm trying to get the functionality first, then try and make it look pretty later. Let me see if it's working. Oh yeah, so I just have some movies, and then so I didn't put any text in my buttons, so my buttons aren't popping up. So I'm gonna click this button and then have another call to get ratings like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, and then it'll just tell you if it's a good movie or not.
Yeah, no, cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to make it look pretty. I'll have to look at ways to scroll and do cool stuff. Maybe I'll still Ali's carousel.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's perfect for this. Oh, it is really cool.
Yeah, but
I'm wishing I thought of something like that before she did.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of working in a group, though, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
of course. If we wanted to share ideas, we wouldn't still be in a group. So I think go for it. Jaden, I think you could totally take advantage of that JavaScript code on that one page.
Oh yeah, it would make it look way cool.
Channels. So like Thor pulls up 5 movies, but if you search for Batman, it's gonna be like more than that or whatever. You know what I mean? And so your rotation could be dependent on how many movies, or just have it populate only the first however many you want.
Yeah. But man, that is really cool. I can think of heaps of ideas to use that carousel now.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if any of you figure out how to get it to not move across the page, let me know.
Yeah, I will. I'll play with it probably once I get everything working.
That's cool. Now look, I'm just going to show you how far I got on my app. It's not.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's. I can't even think where to put that piece now. Okay, go for share. Screen share. Just going to see if I can share my entire screen and just go from there. You guys got that? Can you see?
Yes. Oh, cool. Oh, so cool. That's nice background.
Yeah, how did you get your background? Is it video or is
it? It's just a movie, and I've just got it. Sorry, it's just a photograph which I've got to move.
Oh, it's panning. I see. Okay, I get it. Yeah, it's moving.
Just moving.
Oh, that's cool. It gives it like an effect, like it's clouds rolling.
Yeah. So I've just said I don't even know. See, look, I've got this. I don't even know what I'm going to put there at the moment, but it could be 5-day data or 3-day data or something like that. I started using Wonderground. I still haven't taken their logo off yet, but I ended up using Open Weather because I found it search these places. Give me a city, guys.
Tucson. TUCSC, yeah.
Tucson.
ON.
Actually, did it give me a Tucson earlier
Oh,
on?
there it is, right there.
So
Oh, cool.
see what happens though. If it's got AZ, it will not find that with this API, it does.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Picture
Looks
to
good.
sky.
Oh, and it has flower. Oh, that looks so good.
Yes, and that starts
awesome.
moving.
I really like the way that your main body is just slightly different opaqueness.
Yeah, that's really
whatever
clever.
that word is. Because it sets it apart without like totally blocking the background.
Yeah, that is really cool. Man, you must be pretty much done here.
Oh, I'm close to done.
Wow.
I know how to get the data in here. I'm just going to make some changes in here so that I'm just going to make these all divs at the moment. It's a single div. So I'm going to make them each one of these separate divs so I can style them better.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, all this stuff here is in a single div. I just wanted to get it on there so I could see how this is going to look.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go to, this is, when I start this API up, it takes me to my local city. So it works okay locally, works inside Edge, but just not working inside, those two, Chrome and Firefox. But it does work. That's because in my web page is HTTP only at the moment, my current web page. But if I work out of my GitHub, which is HTTPS, it works okay. So it works okay. Yeah. So I'm not too sure whether I've got this up to date yet. Oh yeah, no, this one here, I haven't sent my data up to this one here yet. But I'm using, I've shifted my coding over to Visual Studio Code. I just love the bits out of it. It's really it's really smart. What are you guys using? Brackets or something?
Mm-hmm.
I just use Sublime.
Oh yeah, Sublime. They're both good products too, eh? But I thought I'd try this out and see how it goes. And I'm really happy with that. Really happy with this Visual Studio Code. There's so many Flash things you can add in all the all the extensions into it. HTML boilerplate, all sorts of things you can add into it, and you can run you can open a live server on it, which is really cool, I think. So that's pretty much me, guys. With
very cool.
This picks up the latitude and longitude when it starts up out of the API. So I can search pretty much any city. These things here don't work though, eh? See, look, these ones here.
Oh, wow.
You got to get it like this, you know. So that's one of the limitations of it. So moderate rain, 1.98 degrees. It's cold in Japan at the moment. It's cold up your guys' way?
No.
Oh,
not at all.
Coolish. It's raining right now.
Oh, cool. Jealous.
Redding. It's Redding, California.
Redding.
Redding.
REDD.
Yeah. That's it.
Redding, California. That
Yeah.
I'm just what. Yeah, that's working okay. So it's light rain there, eh?
Yep.
9.9 degrees C. Gee, that's cool. So that's about me, guys. I just did an about page. I'm going to probably do. It's only going to be a single page app, eh?
Yeah, that's cool.
So
That's
I'm
the
just
style nowadays.
Yeah, it is big
Keep it
time.
one page.
Yeah. So all I'm going to add in is probably 2 more pieces of things. Is that 5-day and some other data. That's all. And that'll be me. Now I got these. Let me see. I'll just show you how I got that. I think it's all done using CSS. There's my search input box. My button, a hamburger. I'm just trying to think I can't remember how I did it. It's been such a long time ago since I did it. Here we go. So I animated the background. I try and get the background. I guess the best thing is just like doing those. What do you call them? The sprite thing.
Oh yeah,
If you get them, say your background 720 pixels wide, and then you use your go from 0 pixels to 720 pixels, and you won't have that. You won't see what you're seeing in this one here. You won't. This one here is not too bad, but if you go to a cloudy place like, let's see, go to here, it's cloudy. You see that break on the right hand side?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Where they match up. But if you get the pictures, see they're all different sizes. I just pieced this all together. I think you can get rid of that sort of thing. It'll switch before that happens.
Oh.
So I think that's that's what I think there that happens. So that's the keyframes for that background. I think what is this? Animation, no menu, animate A. I did this probably about a week and a bit ago, so I'm not so sure how this all might be. This keyframes animate A.
Well,
I think
sorry, go ahead.
It's just using keyframes, and it's nothing much to it.
Yeah.
This one here, I think this animate A and this one here, sorry, is this one here. Is that? That's all that is. This animators to is to animate my menu. That's what this animate is. Starts it at minus 200 pixels, which is just off screen, and translates it to opacity 1 or something like that. I can't recall. I tried to use this though, and it doesn't. I couldn't get this to work. This delays when each one of these come up. They would come up home first, then this one, then this one. Home is first child. then the other data is a second child number 2, I think it is, or 1, whatever, but I couldn't get it to work. So I'll just have to look at it some other time, if I have time.
Well, I think it looks really impressive. And just remember, he said we can turn it in multiple times. So if you think you're pretty close, I'd turn it in and see what feedback he has. And then just, focus on whatever it is that he says we have to do to meet the requirement.
Okay, that's cool.
I have a tendency to get carried away with the things that I think are cool and fun and sort of forget to look at what's actually required. And so I asked him if we could turn it in multiple times because I wanted to make sure that I actually put the work into the things that I was supposed to rather than just what I wanted to. So anyway.
Okay, guys, I'm done. You guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep in touch, eh?
Yeah. Has anybody heard anything from Ricardo?
No, I haven't. No. Maybe I'll email and reach out to him, eh? And see how he's going.
I'm wondering if he was able to get all his topics in and if he's working on an app or if he's struggling with something else or.
I don't know. What I'll do is I'll drop him a line and I'll let you guys know how he's getting on, eh?
That'd be great.
That's good.
Yeah, because it'll be around about 1 o'clock in the morning for him. So I'm thinking, is it?
Yeah, about yeah.
Yeah, because he was 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if they've shifted their daylight savings or I'll just check what the time is in Peru. Time. Oh, okay, it's nearly midnight. Same as you, Ellie, eh?
Nope, I'm almost 10 here.
Oh, okay then. So he's an hour.
Thanks. Okay. Daylight savings time. Jayton, are you almost 11 or are you almost 10?
I'm 9:46 right now.
Okay, so you're the same as me now.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. Because we get all daylight savings in. You don't.
Yeah.
State's on it.
Yeah, it's great.
My state can come up with any silly rules. We pass them in a hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, look, we'll touch base, eh? And if Jayton comes up with a cool rotating
I'll show
rotator for you. We'll get in touch with each other, eh?
Yep, that'd be great.
Okay, take care, guys.
All right, talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.